On January 1st, a bunch of FSBOs are getting hit, a bunch of expireds are getting letters and door knocks, and a lot of people are in the gym. On January 5th, there's no follow-up. You're back to the same shit, and it is what it is. But right now, and these few weeks before the end of the year, is the gold time. Good morning, everybody. Morning drive. This is a fun one for me because I'm just fired up. I love this time of year, and this is just the end of the year. And I love it because a lot of people are snoozing, and I love the comments I get. Man, I can't wait for next year. I'm going to crush it. Business plan's getting ready. I'm getting all set up. Like, that's so total bullshit. On January 1st, a bunch of FSBOs are getting hit. A bunch of expireds are getting letters and door knocks, and a lot of people are in the gym. On January 5th, there's no follow-up. You're back to the same shit, and it is what it is. But right now, and these few weeks before the end of the year, is the gold time. So I had a lot of fun yesterday at sales meetings over on the beach offices, and we were talking about who wants a deal this week? Who is willing to put the energy in to get a deal this week is a better way to say that. And all the hands go up. I said, who's really willing to put the energy in to get a transaction by the end of this week? And all the hands stayed up. I'm like, okay, we're talking about two things today, and that's it. And if you bring up a third, I'm going to tackle you, right? There's only two, because I'm not talking about building a business right now. I'm talking about doing a transaction. Huge difference. Huge difference. Transaction versus building your business. Now, both are great, and I love it. But right now, if you want to pull a deal down by the end of this week, that's transactional mindset, okay? So let's get transactional, because if you want another deal, here's how you do it. So this is what we did. We happen to have, which is, I guess, a luxury, we have a really great client that actually has a couple billion with a B dollars right now that has to deploy it into the market. They have to spend the money. And they are buying single family houses right now up to $475,000. And they're just, we'll buy them. So I said, okay, here's the concept. If I'm going to text this, I'm going to post it, I'll put it on Facebook, I'll put it on Instagram, put it on LinkedIn, put it on TikTok, put it on Messenger, put it on skywriting, text it, it doesn't matter, but I want this out to every single person you know, and here's why. The concept is, hey, listen, I know you know I'm in real estate. I know you know people I don't know. I have a serious client with a couple $1 billion with a B, and they have to spend a ton of money by the end of this year, and they have to buy houses. They'll buy houses up to $475,000. They'll buy them by right now. I'll have an offer within 24 hours. You know people I don't know. Who do you know that's even remotely considering selling? It'll be off market, no signs up, neighbors won't know anything. We're ready to get this thing sold. Who do you know that's remotely possibly interested in selling their house? Please think about it and hit me up. Talk to you later. So imagine that. That post goes out to everybody you know. It does a couple things. Number one, what is our real job? Our real job is gathering attention, right? And gathering just thought, the thought process. So how do you get in the mind of everybody that you know? That's a pretty good one, and it's all real, and it's what we actually have as an amazing asset with the company right now, is to have a buyer who says, I want all this information. I want these houses. Please bring them to me. I have to spend this money. So if you are sitting there and you have a phone that's got a bunch of contacts in it, and you have a Facebook account, an Instagram account, and you got a bunch of followers, and you got a bunch of friends, and you're not monetizing that asset for attention, you're out of your freaking mind, right? Come on. You said you want a transaction by the end of this week. You've got the best possible thing to say, and you've got the free access to every single person, and all you need to do is tell them you have it, and what are they going to do? They're going to raise their hand if they're remotely in the market. They're going to tag a friend who's remotely thinking about selling, and boom, before you know it, you're going to have leads for what you really want, which is listings, right? So forget about everything else. If you just did that this week, what would happen? You know exactly what would happen. You would absolutely have a deal. If you don't have it signed this week, you will be stockpiled with several listings by the beginning of next year, and people who are thinking about selling will reach out and say, what are you talking about? Talk to me about your program. Let's go. Tell me about your buyer. And that's all you want, is to be thought of when they think about real estate. Now, the far-reaching tentacles is when they go to their Christmas parties later this week and they're sipping back their eggnog with their buddies, and somebody says, hey, guess what? My mom's moving here from Austin. And then boom, you pop into mind because you posted something about a piece of property or a buyer that you had. So you're creeping into their mind, bringing back the attention so that you equal real estate. And that is the entire name of this game. So go through your phone, all the A's, send the message. Then the B's, then the C's, and the D's, and the E's, and the F's, and the G's, and you get the point. Then Messenger, same thing. Once you're done with your phone, go into Facebook. Go into Messenger, do the same thing. Now, don't be generic and just post, hey, I need some business. Go in there, click on their profile, and see that Shane and Cheryl are playing on their stand-up paddle boards and say, hey, what's going on, guys? It looks like you're enjoying your paddle boards. Listen, I need your help. You know people I don't know. I got a client with a couple billion with a B dollars, and we have to spend it. Who do you know that's remotely considering selling? They'll sneak in up to $475,000. I'll have an offer within 24 hours. I know you know people I don't know. Who's getting married? Who's getting divorced? Who's got life going on? Please think and let me know. Talk to you soon. Let's get together for a drink. Send. Copy, paste, same thing. The next person, the next person, the next person, the next person, the next person. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have a sore thumb at the end of the day, but you're going to have a big ass bank account. So that's transactional, and that is not business building. That's not a long-term marketing plan. That is you creeping into the mind of everybody that you know, which is a huge asset, right? So that is the most tactical thing you can do right now. The second thing I said, once you're done with that, let's say you hit everybody in your contact list, everybody in your Facebook, everybody was DM'd Instagram, and you got nothing. It's impossible, but let's just say that happened. Now, in our particular market where we were sitting, there were 273 for sale by owners and making moves. 273, right? All in the price point that's approved by this buyer. 273. So if you were to go to all 273 of them and said, I have a buyer, I don't want your listing. I don't even want to talk about it. I have a real buyer who wants to put an offer in on your property. And when can I come over and take a peek at it and make sure it's going to work? And then I'll bring you an offer within 24 hours. Tell me you're not going to get appointments. So you go to 273 of them, you know what's going to happen. You're absolutely going to have more business than you can actually handle, and you won't be able to go to all of them because you'll have too much business before you even start the process. So anything other than those two things are not allowed into your thought process this week. Imagine if you just did that. And that's what I've got agents doing right now, and it's unbelievable. I know of one specific agent right now who's got 2 listing appointments today because she did this yesterday. So that is the most tactical thing that you can do right now, like when I'm done in a couple seconds. Turn this off, grab your phone, text something out, bang it out, and send it. And then do it again, do it again, do it again until you pass out from thumb exhaustion, okay? That's your job. Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, and you will have a really nice pipeline rolling into 2020, and you'll probably squeak a couple of deals out before the end of the year. So that is your tactical drive thought for me to you today. Get on it. Let me know how it worked for you. Reach out with any questions. And as always, thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, guys.